Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, and thank you so much that you trust on this platform, Built Right Construction Company, as well as we have the representative of the Bright Future School. So, my name is Naim Alaraka. You can call me Naim. So if responding party haven't any issue, we can take start from a short intro from the requesting side. Yes. So yes, Bright Future. Oh, sorry, Built Right Construction Company. Yes, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mediator, and thank you, Bright Future School, for coming here today, spending your precious time here. I am Ms. Carter, the CEO of Built Right Construction Company, and I have full authority to decide this matter here. I want to mention that you can reach any questions because our English is not first language. And
Ms. Carter, just like your name and your position, then we will go back in detail. So, thank you. Yes, please.
Thank you, Ms. Carter, and thank you, Mr. Mediator, and thank you for joining us here today. My name is Mark Stevenson. Please call me Ms. Stevenson for short, and I'm the legal counsel of Built Right Construction Company.
Thank you, Ms. Carter and Ms. Steven. Yes, please. Bright Future School.
Thank you, Mr. Mediator. Thank you, Built Right Construction Company. My name is Sarah Mitchell, and I am principal of Bright Future School. And I'm here today with my legal counsel, Linda Cooper. And you can call me Dr. Mitchell. Thank you, Mr. Mediator.
Thank you. Yes, please.
Good morning, and thank you for this opportunity to work toward a constructive resolution. My name is Linda Cooper, and I represent Bright Future School as a legal counsel.
Thank you, Sarah Mitchell and Linda Cooper. So, let me introduce just like precisely about this process, about my role. I'm here just to organize this process, just to help. Not like taking any side. So I'm partial, I'm equal for the both side. All the discussion here will be a confidential. So what we are discussing, it will be confidential, so it will help us how we can explore more and more options that are not like valid in court or in another forum like arbitration was. So you are free to bring on the table more and more options freely and openly. This process will be structured. We will give an opportunity for the both sides to explain the things equal time. But remember, this process doesn't give an opportunity to come in any conclusion. So we are open. So we can't predict that when we will close this session, there should be any conclusion, like to bring something like a forcefully. So you are open. And this process is entirely like a open-ended, free. Every party, if they wish, they can proceed, and if they want, they can just walk out. And secondly, it's open-ended, free. Yes, it's up to you what you want to put on the table. For that process, we will have some like rules to manage this session. There is a 60 minutes. So for this session, we will spend 60 minutes. However, you can take a break for 3 minutes. There is a caucus. If you want to discuss directly with me, yes, we are open. So the both parties have an equal opportunity to manage these things. And be patient. Not use like, I know in conflict, there is a lot of issue with each side. But make it separate and respect the forum, respect each other. Then there will be on different stages. For example, intro. Then we will put some like detailed information why we are here. We will set the agenda. Then we will try which element are important that we can discuss. So one by one we will discuss. So, any question till now?
No.
No question. Okay, thank you so much. If responding party don't have issue, we can start from the requesting party. Yes, yes, please.
Thank you so much.
Ms. Jane Carter.
Yes. We entered into a contract with Bright Future School in January 2024, in order to build a new science laboratory for the Bright Future School. The overall cost of the contract was $850,000. So far we have received $650,000, and we need to get $200,000 as a final payment that the Bright Future School had to pay us. The construction process began on time in February 2024, but unfortunately there was underground utility lines, which was completely unexpected situation for both company, that we had to excavate another 3 weeks. That caused us 2 weeks of delay, and we have spent so much money, like unplanned money, to relocate the utility lines. And except for that, another 2 weeks, we have delayed another 2 weeks. It was caused by shortage of materials, which was nationwide. But we ordered it from another country, so that also was a bit more expensive than we have calculated in the contract. And that's all, I think. Yes, overall we had 6 weeks of delay, 3 closed for utility lines and 2 closed by shortage of materials, and 1 week for overall preparation to deliver the building. That's why we haven't received the $200,000 from the Bright Future School. Today we want to discuss this final payment.
Thank you, Ms. Jane Carter. So if I just like conclude, the both side, Build Right Construction Company has a contract with the Bright Future School to build a school lab. So there are delay due to shortage of material or some other like unforeseen incidents, and there is a remaining payment, and there is a issue of the specific performance. Is there any question?
And
If you want to add something?
And if it's needed, my legal counsel will explain the contractual facts of the delay.
Yes, please.
Thank you, Mr. Leader. Thank you, Ms. Carter. And thank you, Bright Future School, for joining us here today once more. So, legally speaking, the building was substantially underperformance, and it was given to your school, and all the school and staff are using it in daily performance. And the next thing is about the underground utility lines, which were enforceable and excusable under construction law, because it was not written on school's drawings. And the next one is material shortage, which was nationwide. That's why I think it will be justified as unforeseeable circumstances, because we didn't have enough suppliers for steel, and not only us, but the many contractors suffered the same thing like us. And the next thing about the quality of the use, which we think is minor. And that's why there won't be problem, as our company can repair them for no longer than required time. Thank you, that's all.
Thank you, Ms. Stephen. So what I just conclude, Ms. Stephen add something which is like about why it is a delay, and there is like some foreseen incident. Yes? Any question?
No.
No question. Okay, so let's move to the Bright Future Schools representative. How they have something to bring on the table. Yes, please.
Thank you, Ms. Mediator. First of all, I want to thank everyone here for their willingness and efforts to engage in this mediation process and to settle this dispute in a positive way. So, as it was stated by Mr. Carter ago, we made a contract with Build-Right Construction Company in order to build a new lab for our upcoming school year, so that as an educational institution we can provide our students with up to standards laboratory and science programs to enhance their performance. And about the deadlines and the delays, I think Mr. Carter already explained us, so I will just skip, and I want to address the effects of this delay to our school, to the function of our school. The delay not only made us to rent a building which cost us around $45,000, but also due to the delay that we advertised in our social media, in our leaflets of enrollment, that we're providing up to standards and new laboratory for our students for this upcoming year. And as students and their parents saw we didn't have the building on time, 3 of our students withdrew from our school, leading us to refund them $18,000 already, and now we are in danger of using other 2 students, as the new laboratory we received has some defects in its several classrooms. So we can see that these effects of the delay created grave responsibility for our school too, as you know, the reputation of school is one of the most important aspects in its function and its role in society. So today we mainly want to talk about those aspects, and if it's possible, I would want Ms. Cooper to explain the defects in the classrooms and the legal aspects of the contract that created for us for a little moment.
Yes, Ms. Cooper.
Thank you, Mr. Mediator. Thank you, Dr. Mitchell, and for Bright Construction. Like, when we entered this contract, we decided on some points. Let me pinpoint it. Well, we wanted laboratories to be built and the buildings to start in February the 1st. We acknowledge that it was started on time, but the deadline was set as July the 1st. The purpose was that the laboratory was supposed to be ready for the new school year to start at September, and we didn't put it in August just in case for the force majeure situations. And there was also set a penalty clause, which was $5,000 for each week of delay beyond July the 31st. While we acknowledge that Build-Right faced certain unforeseen circumstances, such as the underground utility lines, these do not fully explain or excuse the total delay, nor the quality defects. Speaking about the defects, from a legal standpoint, the force majeure clause may apply to part of it, but not to all of them. And the school, after getting the building, found out some construction defects, like cracked floor tiles into classrooms, laboratory classrooms. Also leaking windows during the rain. Not every day, but during the rain. So it is very difficult to teach in the beginning of the year, since it's autumn. And also non-functional electrical outlines in the main lab. So we cannot safely use the main lab, which is the most needed. It's because of the electrical outline defects. Mr. Mediator, if that's okay with everyone, can I ask one question? regarding the
I think first they have to finish,
Yes.
then like we
I
can.
think they finished, sorry.
Okay. Yes, please continue, Miss Sarah. Miss Cooper, sorry.
Yeah. So now, today, our objective is to seek a fair and a practical solution for these all matters which were pinpointed in the contract. And we do acknowledge that there were some difficulties on their parts as well, and we are thankful for coming here.
Thank you, Miss Sarah and Miss Cooper. So yes, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mediator, and sorry for disturbing you for time misunderstanding. So, may I ask one question regarding the force majeure situation? You say that Bright Future School only recognizes some part of the delay as
Yes.
force majeure. Which part are we talking about exactly?
Underground utility lines, because it was not shown in the survey.
Thank you.
Yes. Any further question? Okay. So let me conclude the whole story, whole picture of this situation. There is a contract between the Built-Right Construction Company and Bright Future School. So there are a certain limit, certain deadline, and they have to build the school lab and other construction agreed point before that deadline. However, there are some issues in supply chain or whatever that issue, so there are a delay. However, contract mentioned that if there is a delay, there will be a penalty for 1 week. Yes, 5,000. So, and what they construct, there are again some issue. Yes, electricity, some like leakage or other issues. But the both sides are willing to bring this issue and discuss this issue with each other and continue work with each other. Am I right? So, in this case, let's set an agenda, what element we can discuss like on a priority basis. Yes?
Yes.
So there is a remaining payment issue. Yes, of course. And there are some other issues. So what do you think, what element the both sides want to discuss in priority? Is there any suggestion?
Suggestion for the agenda?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mediator. I think we would like to discuss the final remaining part of the contract sum. But it's not $200,000 as we have spent much money on the relocating, while we're relocating the utility lines, we are requesting $230,000.
So you want to discuss past payment?
Yes.
Yes. Any other that you want to include?
Yes, Mr. Mediator, $30,000 for the money spent on relocating utility lines.
Expenses of relocation. Yes. Anything else?
No.
Yes, please.
So we want to talk about the penalty clause we have.
Penalty for what?
Penalty for the delay.
Delay.
Yeah.
Penalty for delay. Yes.
And we want to talk about compensational costs for withdrawal and rent.
Compensation
Yeah.
for what?
For withdrawal
Should I
and
suggest
rent.
No.
The rent plus. Could you please elaborate with what withdraw?
Withdrawal of over 3 students from our school, depending on the delay and the
Withdraw.
laboratory.
Withdrawal of students. Yes. So anything else that you want to include?
Yes, Mr. Mediator, can we also include that public statement?
Yeah. I will
Okay.
address this
Public
too.
statement.
Public statement. So, yes, anything else that you want to
No, I
include?
think that's enough.
That's enough. Okay, So,
I'm sorry, Mr. Mediator, to interrupt you, but we have the repairing costs too, about the
which
defect-
cost?
Repairing costs for the defects and the
Repairing cost.
classrooms,
Okay.
yes.
Quality issues.
Yeah, we can also include as quality issues,
Repair,
costs maybe.
repair cost, and plus there is.
No, I mean, we can include it in repairing costs itself.
Okay, plus.
See, that's enough.
Repairing cost plus quality standard. Yes?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so which area, which issue we can discuss in a priority, like from which point? If both sides are agree, we can start from anywhere.
I think the remaining some of the contract. Can we start, if that's okay with the Bright Future School? Can we start discussing about the remaining part?
So Ms. Carter is recommending to discuss first about remaining part of the payment. Yes, what do you think?
Of course, I think it's more convenient to start from this point.
Remaining payment, yes, past payment, yes,
Yes.
number one. And then,
I think we'll go for the penalty clause,
yes,
if it's okay with the requesting party.
then penalty clause, yes, then,
I think then the compensations, compensation and
rent and,
withdrawal.
Second to last.
here,
Yeah, it's easy.
yes, yes, are you agree?
Yes, of course, we agree with that.
Number three, yes, please. Any
What
suggestion?
about relocation expenses?
Okay, then,
The
Second one.
Expenses
Second
of
one.
After
relocation.
the past payment.
yes,
Yeah.
four,
As with the
And the
costs
repairing
for
costs?
repairing.
Mr. Mediator, can you kindly include repair costs to compensation?
Yes.
Oh,
Of
of
course,
course we
that's
can.
not
That will be
together.
more
Just to
comfortable.
get
Yeah.
something off from the agenda.
Okay.
so three we can include here, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
And the fourth,
And
fifth one will be.
Fifth one is
Public
this.
Six.
So, we are going to discuss past payment. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Bright Construction Company as well as Bright Future School to help me to set the agenda. So, there is the issue of the past payment. Yes. So, why you want and why it's like matter for you?
Thank you, Mr. Mediator. Thank you, Bright Future School. As the contract was signed, overall the amount of $850,000, and we have received $650,000 so far, and we have delivered the building to you for your use, for school use. The remaining part of the payment is still not paid, $200. That's really important for us because we also have debts that we have bought materials to build this building for its decoration and for its overall use. And of course, we haven't paid our employees' salaries yet. They're waiting for 2 months. That's why it's really important that we want the full remaining part of the payment as a $200,000.
So, there is a remaining payment of $200,000
Yes.
that you have to receive from the Bright Future School. Yes? Okay,
And
let
as a-
me. So, so there is a remaining amount of $200,000 that require a specific performance. So, Miss Mitchell, yes,
Thank you, Mr. Mediator. Thank you, Ms. Carter, for your concerns. As business partners with you, with your company, we understand your concerns depending on the payment and your debts that you faced during the construction process. However, we also want you to acknowledge the fact that running a school and running an educational institution is also a great burden for the organizers, for the principals. And as a school principal, I also have great majority of responsibilities in front of the board of the school. And I think if we can kind of give our offers, give our options to each other depending on the final payment, I think it will be possible for us to reach a common ground that will benefit both of our companies or entities in a positive way. And I am open today as a principal of the school for your options, for your suggestions. Thank you.
So, till now, Ms. Sarah, representative of the Bright Future School, is recognized that there are a pending payment of $200,000. Am I right?
Yes, very good.
Okay. Thank you. So, in this case, I have a question. Is there any issue with this payment?
Well, yes, there is a reason why we did not want to pay the remaining amount of $2,000 because we saw the defects in the classroom, not only the delays but the defects, and those defects affected the reputation of our school quite highly because parents of our students saw them and they had very negative impression on this, and that's why we want to halt the payment of the payment of the contract. But now today we want to deal on this issue with our contractors actually.
Thank you, Ms. Sarah. Being a legal counsel, Ms. Linda, what do you think if your company not pay the remaining amount of the contract on time? Is it question on the reputation of your school? What do you think? What is the legal consequences attached with this issue?
Well, we do get, first of all, that paying the employees is essential for them. But also, I should point as a legal counsel that payment is conditional upon full and defect-free completion of the project, as it is stated in the contract. Also, the presence of quality issues suspends the final payment under the contractual terms until the correction. So, as it was in the clause that everything should be perfect and ready until the deadline, and there was a contractual breach, so I think that until the correction, it is somehow correct to delay the payment, the full payment.
So, as I understand the stance of the Bright Future School, they have to, build right construction company have to complete all the contract obligations,
Yes.
and then the school will release the payment. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much. So, build right construction company. So, what do you think they are thinking if they will complete all the all the provisions that are agree on the contract? So, what do you think? What are the remaining part that they are demanding to complete?
Thank you, Mr. Mediator. Thank you, Very Future School representatives. Honestly, I do not understand the facts and the contractual facts as my legal counsel. However, I want to mention that as a business person, we do understand and we do value the importance of money because I have promised it to my workers that after receiving the full amount of remaining costs of the contract, I will pay them more than their actual salary because of its delay. That's why actually we are requesting you the full payment, but about the facts, my legal counsel will explain it and answer to your question.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Carter. Before we start, Ms. Witt, I want to emphasize that Build Right is a local contractor and a local company, and what we use is taxpayers' money in some ways. And we are not only responsible for our money, for our company too. And withholding the final payment risks the immediate insolvency of our company and reputational damages. Not only the job losses for skilled workers is another problem. So not paying the final payment are doing us more harm than good. However, we are here open to any discussion regarding the final payment. Thank you.
So as like raised the point by Mrs. Steven, like they are company that have the share of the taxpayers and they have to responsible for that. Yes, like where they are working on and how they are like spending the money. So again, the issue is still persist, and that is what is the important for the contract to complete that contract. So is Built Right Construction Company ready to complete the clause of the contract?
Ms. Vinita, may I answer your question? So, according to our situation at the moment, we have all the sides of the project and the school building is at occupancy, which means that they have been using it for some time, and our contract allows withholding the payment only when there are some documented defects. However, they are withholding 100% for final payment, which is $200,000. And the next one is substantial performance is indisputable because they have been using the building. So the school has the building, and we have done our part. We have given them on time, although we think that it is reasonable under construction law after some delays. That's why paying this final payment, $2,000, is kind of vital for our company. And we have done our part, and in return we are expecting the other party, Bright School, to do the final payments because there were not any defects when we gave them. All the inspections were signed off when we gave them the building. However, they are raising the claim after some time, which is causing some problems for us because we have kept the workers occupied for the winter season, and due to the low bids of the contract, we made only 5% profit.
Thank you, Ms. Steven. So as I understand from her stance, she raised that they already done the building, but the building is completed and handed over to the Bright Future School. And she also raised another point, and that is they get a very like a low margin of the profit. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I again come to Ms. Sarah. What do you think when they done their job and they handed over the building to the Bright Future School? And what do you think, should you release the pending money or not?
Well, actually, our goal at first was to receive our long-awaited laboratory and to pay the final payment to our contractors, as it was our main goal. And we were so impressed, and we had high expectations because Ms. Carter herself promised us to look over the construction process and to ensure that the quality of the building will be up to high standards. But upon receiving the lab, we discovered those defects, which really disappointed us, our workers, our teachers, because we had high expectations. But as long as today we came here for a solution, not to blame or to argue about the facts and the past mistakes that we may have made. No, as long as we get promised that those defects will be outdone in a limited period of time, which will be beneficial and convenient for both our contractors and us, we're ready to release the payment as soon as possible and as much as it is in our hands. I mean, depending on the financial condition of our school, we're ready to release the money, but we need a promise that we can finish the defects in our buildings and so that it will be usable for our experiments in the lab.
So as I understand, Ms. Sarah, so you are expecting from the Built Right Construction Company a very good standard,
Yes.
but they didn't meet your expectation standard. Yes, so that's why due to that reason you are not releasing that money.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yeah.
So, what about your standard? If I'm asking about what you are demanding and what was your expectation about the standard?
Oh yeah, about the standards, it was given in our contract that the building will be at the high standards and it will be like quality building for us. As it's a laboratory, it should be, like a very sustainable place because there will be a lot of students, there will be a lot of work done. And about the defects we encountered, I think it would be better if Ms. Cooper will explain them what we actually wanted to be corrected to release the remaining part of the money.
Thank you, Ms. Sarah. So let's move to the Ms. Cooper. Ms. Cooper, could you please elaborate something? Is there any provision part of the contract about the standard that you are like demanding, or this is just like an imagination, like it will be like in this standard?
Of course not. And thank you, Mr. Mediator. Well, in the contract, we wanted the building to be child-free, child-friendly, I'm sorry, which means for it to be safe,
Okay.
safe for children.
Mhm.
Well, because we are school, we are teaching children, and it should be safe for them to work in the laboratory, to take some experience, to get some experience. But cracked floor tiles into classrooms, and also leaking windows during rain, as it is imaginable if there is a leakage because of the rain, it's not safe for them because they could slip in the tiles and get hurt. Also, I do get the point of the council about the usage of the building. Yes, we have been using the building, and we didn't notify them immediately about the defects because our reputation was going down, and we had to take some actions, so we started using it. The parts that we could. Because also we couldn't afford further rent, since it was expensive. So yes, we do expect, and we expected in the contract that it should be safe. But cracked floor tiles, leaking windows, and also non-functional electrical outlines is going against the contract.
So if I just conclude, what you are expecting according to the contract, it should be like children friendly.
Yes.
Yes, and you face like some crack in the floor,
Yes.
window broken, tile issue,
Yes.
and electricity is not functional.
Yes, and
Yeah.
it's very dangerous because if there is a water and electricity is not working correctly,
Mm.
they might be electrocuted.
Okay,
Children.
yes, Miss Carter,
Okay, thank you.
what you are doing under your construction company?
Thank you, Mr. Mediator.
It's just for like a joke. Yes, please. So there are like several issues that raised by the Bright Future School because this is the question of their like protection of the children.
Yes, I do understand your frustration and concerns about quality defects, and it's automatically connecting to the quality defects from final payment that, yes, when we were signing the contract, it was mentioned that the building should be up to high standards. Yes, I do understand, but in life, and in the business, there are some circumstances that we cannot control fully. And I want to mention one of them in here, that during the season of shortage of materials, we didn't want to cause any week of delay, any other week of delays. That's why we bought floor tiles and windows and some of the electronic outlets from other countries. However, I myself, as I took the responsibility fully, couldn't control the quality of material. But when we was delivering the building, it was in excellent condition. but maybe it happened during the working of during the usage of the school after we have delivered. That's why I want to mention that it's not in my control because I use the materials which is well qualified and according to the contract. However, it may happen during the usage of the school. But as we are here to come into the solution that is constructive and effective for both companies and we value your relations with us. That's why I have a question. We are ready to repair the defects, but can you offer us any money for it? Like any amount of money?
Thank you, Ms. Carter. So, Ms. Carter mentioned that they build according to the standard. Yes.
Yes.
I have one question. Sorry for interruption you before your question to the Bright Future School. Is there any set standard that you are adopt for construction? Like any industrial standard, like according to this standard we have to build like this issue?
According to usual standards, as a business person in this area for so long, usual standards, the floors should not be cracked. Yes, I admit the floors should not be cracked. Everything will be perfect when you see, when you use. But sometimes we cannot control the quality of the materials that we use.
Thank you, Ms. Carter. I just want to ask from Ms. Steven, is there any legal requirement about these standards, like your company should follow?
Thank you, Mr. Mediator. Actually, during the signing of the contract, there were not any legally binding requirements on the contract stating that the building should be answer to this requirements. However, as a company that have been in this business for so long, we have built it as we have always done. And here, our main point is cracked floors or the
electricity issue. Yes.
Are kind of minor
Cracked floor.
items. Cracked floors are minor items that can be repaired easily. However, the major point, the HVA and the plumbing, life safety
Of students.
life safety things are already working, and there are not any problems. Only problems with cracked floors and
Electricity.
yes.
And what about the tiles issue? There is a tiles issue. Window is cracked.
Yes, it is cracked tiles.
Leaking windows.
Leaking windows, sorry.
Cracked floor tiles.
Yes. So, as I conclude, the team of the Built Bright Construction Company is acknowledge that there are some issue and they are ready to repair. Yes, but they also think there should be some amount attached. Am I right?
No, Mr. Medic. Actually, can I put it differently?
Oh, yes,
I think
please.
there's something we are missing. If we repair the building as they require, can they release the final payment of $2,000? Because we should pay for our workers their monthly wage, and there are some financial problems our company is facing. So if we repair it, can they release the final amount?
So I have just here one confusion between the both sides, like council and their client. So, Ms. Carter, could you please explain?
Yes,
You mentioned that you are ready to repair. Yes, but there should be like an additional cost. Yes, and Ms. Steven mentioned that they are ready to repair, but they have Bright Future School have to release the pending amount. So what should I consider? Could you please
Yes.
explain about that?
Of course, as a business person, I requested any amount of money if we repair, but then I have discussed it with my legal counsel and we come to the decision that maybe they will release the final payment if we repair it within the contract. Because we are waiting for the final payment for so long, and our workers are waiting for so long. That's why we come into the decision to this decision that it will be free repairing cost, and if they release the full payment.
Full payment.
Yes.
So thank you, Ms. Carter, for clarifying. So if the Bright Future School release the full payment, Built Right construction company is ready to repair according to their standard.
Yes.
Am I right?
At no additional cost.
Without additional cost.
Yes.
Yes. So I think I have to mention here. So there are like additional. They are repair. Yes, ready to repair. Ready to repair if the Bright Future School release the full payment. Yes, Miss Sarah.
Thank you, Mr. Mediator. Thank you, the Build-Right Construction Company, for their considerate opinions and the facts they put forward in front of us. Well, we understand that you have the obligation to take care of your workmanship and your contractors who supply you with materials. And can I ask you one question, like, what exact amount of money for now would be enough for you to cope with your workers and with your suppliers at this moment? Because paying $2,000 in a lump sum for a school, for an educational entity, it's quite a difficult job. As a principal, I can say this. So can you tell me the exact amount which would be comfortable for you to cover up your expenses for now?
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Sarah, for your question. Honestly, as a business person, I do understand your situation. But I am, as a CEO of the Builder Construction Company, also waiting for the full amount, because I'm also responsible for the subcontractors. I have some debts with them, and also I didn't pay the salary of all workers. However, I do offer you $180,000 in lump sum as an immediate payment, and another $20,000. You can pay within 2 weeks, maybe. Yes, 2 weeks.
So
Ms. Carter.
thank you. So Miss Carter, you are mentioning like divide this remaining amount in two parts,
Yes.
like 180 in the beginning. Let me mention here.
Yes, for making some convenient with the payment.
So initially they have to release 180 and the remaining 20 within 2 weeks.
Yes.
2 weeks. Am I right?
Yes. Of
Okay.
course.
Thank you. Yes, Miss Sarah, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mediator. Considering the delays and the difficulties we faced as a school, as an entity, I would want to offer the Build-Right Construction Company payment of $150,000. I'm not sure that if we can provide this amount of money in a lump sum, because now our school is facing some difficulties in the beginning of the semester we had about our expenses. But I think as an entity, we can offer not $2,000 wholly, but $150,000, and we would want to ask the Build-Right Construction Company to consider this option as for the final payment.
So what I'm understanding, Bright Future School is ready to pay 150.
Yes, we are, but with some conditions if it's required from us by
Just
the.
let me mention here, $150 as like a single payment.
Well, I think we can make it single payment.
Like a lump
And a
sum.
lump sum, yes.
Lump sum. And is there any additional condition requirements?
Well, Well, what we require is the free repair of the defects we have been talking about all through in the
Just
beginning.
let me include here plus free repair, yes?
Yes. And we are ready to give the Wheelwright Construction Company 14 days to finish this repair.
So
But
this,
like as soon
this
as
free repair
possible.
should be within 40 days.
No, not 40, but 14.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Sorry,
Yes.
2 weeks.
Yes.
Fourteens. Yes?
Thank you, Mr. Ethan.
So, thank you, Ms. Sarah. So, if I conclude from the both sides, Bitrite Construction Company demanding their lump sum money, but they are ready to get that money within 2 installments, 180 first release and the remaining 20,000 in 2 weeks. Am I right? However, the Bright Future School is ready to pay $150,000 and they demand repair should be within the 2 weeks. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Ms. Kara, please.
Thank you, Ms. Mediator, and thank you, Ms. Sarah, for your willingness to find the middle ground here. But unfortunately, it's not a good amount for me because I have to pay my debts. As I mentioned above, as a CEO, that's not comfortable with me and with my company. However, we are ready to take that free repair within 14 days, but $150,000 is not enough. Instead of it, I want to offer another thing, another amount. We can get $190,000, 160 in lump sum, and the other part of the payment we can pay in 2 weeks.
So if I'm not mistaken, 160,000
In lump sum,
in initial release, and then the remaining amount should pay by different like installments.
yes, and the overall remaining payment, I told them 190, not 200,000.
So you are decreasing the
Yes.
total amount
Yes.
from 200,000 to 190.
Yes.
And let me mention here, I think it will be better for the both sides. And 160 in first, and the remaining it's 30,000. Yes,
Yes.
30,000 in installments
Yes. Yes.
Within?
In 2 weeks.
in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Am I right?
Yes.
Everything is
Yes.
right?
Thank you, Mr. Leader.
Yes, Miss Sarah.
Thank
What do you think?
Ms. Carter, for your the option you provided us. So we also want to find the ground which benefit both our school and your construction company, because you also want to continue your work as a constructor, take more projects and finish them. I understand your concern. So what would be if we leave this lump sum of $150,000 here as a lump sum that we pay as soon as we reach the agreement here in mediation? And so you're saying that 150,000 is not enough to cover your expenses depending on the project with us, with our contract, right? So understanding your point and understanding your concern, we can pay about $150,000, another $20,000, but not in a lump sum, adding to 150,000, but in installments. So the final payment we're paying for you is $170,000. But as we talked about the conditions, about the requirements we have, along with this and the free repair in 14 days, we would want to ask the Wheelwright Construction Company for 4 years of maintenance for our laboratory in the future, so that any problems in repairing that, like it appears in our laboratory, we want the maintenance from the Build-Right construction company itself.
So could you please mention again the figure, the amount that required? Yes, could you please?
It's $170,000.
$170,000.
It's not a lump sum. We have the $20,000 in installments.
150 in lump
Lump
sum,
sum.
and the other 20 is installment.
Yeah.
Could you okay, so 150 in lump sum
Yes.
plus remaining
20,000 in installments, and I think it will be for 2 months. We
In
can
2
provide
months.
this 2 months, yes.
2 months and okay, but plus
4 years maintenance cost.
4
Free
year
maintenance for our laboratory.
free maintenance.
And we are leaving the free repairing in 14 days on their behalf too.
Free current repair within 2 weeks.
Yes.
Yes. So if I just like recall the situation, so Bright Future School is ready to pay 150 in first release, the remaining 20,000 within 2 months in installments,
Yes.
plus they are intact with the free repairing that Build-Right construction company already offer, but they also want a 4-year maintenance, free maintenance from the Build-Right construction company. So what do you think, Ms. Carter? Is it valuable?
Thank you, Mr. Mediator. Thank you, Ms. Sarah, for giving an offer. But before discussing this offer and giving a new offer from Build-Right Construction Company, I want to give a speech to my legal counsel why we are requiring 190, and we are including fixing all the defects with no additional cost.
Yes, please.
Thank you, Ms. Carter.
Mr. Iman.
So, Mr. Mediator and Dr. Mitchell, here what we are talking about is the project itself. The contract states that if we uphold our part of the contract, which is building the laboratory, which we have already done, and giving it to you at the requested date, which was due to unforeseeable circumstances, delayed. We want this